Welcome collectors, Kyle the Collector here, and we are near Nordstrom in Oak Park Mall at the Retro Zone. New store, just opened up Halloween of 2019. So it's got all sorts of retro goodness in here. Everything's well displayed, so you can see things very easily without digging through it. Okay, a little bit of everything, really. So very impressed with this store, so I had to get the word out. Definitely will be coming here a lot. So they got the Star Wars, they got Marvel, and a little bit more. Okay, so it just goes on and on. There's arcade machines you can play here that are a lot of fun. But they have tons of Star Wars from the 90s, which is what I grew up collecting. And the prices are very good on these, better than I've seen at other stores. For sure, here in the area. And then they got Marvel Legends, which are super hot right now. I love collecting those, of course. And the collection of these is very impressive for one store to have. But you can play some Pac-Man, you can play some Mortal Kombat, all sorts of games. So yeah, it's a good place to go for the holidays. There's a Santa Yoda right there. And you could find all sorts of great gifts for your friends or family in one spot. Very happy this has opened. They got the Star Wars Black Series, a good collection of those at a good price. 90s Marvel stuff. Okay, so that's getting harder and harder to find. And then if you like scary movies, they've got all sorts of scary movie figures. Halloween, It. If you're a DC fan, they've got some of the 90s DC figures. They got some from Arkham video games. But overall, I've just never seen a store like this that carries so much variety and so many good items in one store. So, of course, I love retro games, and they've got some of those as well. It's, of course, not a dedicated video game store, but they've got a lot of the classics. So it just depends on what has been traded in there recently. Here's like a bunch of game gear. But the focus will be video games here in the future. So in the spring of 2020, they plan on opening a arcade. So moving all this to the arcade next to Hot Topic, and still sell all these kind of collectibles. So this is just kind of a dream store for me, and I'm sure for a lot of my friends. Here is behind the counter. So this is where the older, rarer items are going to be. So there's a lot of good stuff back there, definitely. Some Star Wars stuff, some Marvel stuff, some older stuff. A lot of the bigger items, the vehicles, and their boxes are going to be back there. Tons of Batman's vehicles. There's some cards, if you play those card games. But just a little bit of everything. Some consoles. So this is located near Nordstrom on the upper level of Oak Park Mall. So that mall is located near 95th and Quivira area. They're in Overland Park, so it's a super popular mall. You can check them out on Facebook at facebook.com, Kincaid, KC. And this store is closed on Mondays and Tuesdays for now.